Welcome back to another episode with Fenistamagic. Today we have a special treat for you, just like always. This is being filmed completely on the Osmo Mobile 2, the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. This handheld gimbal is absolutely phenomenal. I've been messing around with it all week, and I cannot wait to show you guys all the features and the fun stuff that this handheld gimbal can do for you. What do we say on this channel all the time to kick things off?
Press start.
Fenistamagic Ninja School.
Ooh, he's feisty. So feisty.
As you see before you, the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 comes in a nice box. This is a super nice box. And what you're going to see inside, when you first open your box, you're going to have, of course, some pamphlets, your setup stuff, warranty card, and then you'll have this nice box. I've already opened it up, obviously, but you're gonna have this nice box. It's a styrofoam hard shell box that your device is gonna come in. It comes with this cord to charge your device with. Nice sturdy box that you can throw in a backpack or something like that. Really like it. But the real reason you're watching this video is because of this, not the box, even though the box is nice and it's a nice feature, but it's because of this device right here. This device is amazing. It stabilizes everything that you do. Like, I mean, running, walking, it tracks your face. It does so much, so many features to it. Now, if you're an iPhone user, you have more features with the DJI Go app than you do with the Android, which is okay, because you can still do the same things on the Android app, stock camera app, than the DJI Go app. But anyway, jumping into it, the bigger phones, I found if you have a bigger case on the bigger phones, it doesn't really fit well. It doesn't balance well, and you really need it to be balanced. Like, you want your phone to look like this when you set it up. Now, to set it up, you're going to these two pieces here spread apart when you put your device in it. You want it to go in as much as possible, and then you just want to shove your device, your handheld device, all the way to this edge right here, and then you're going to check it to see the balance of it. So you want to set it sturdy, flat surface, and you want to see, okay, so it's dropping on the backside, so you can just adjust this to the front, slide it this way to see where it's going to fall. So now it's to the front heavy, so we're going to adjust it to the back a little bit. It's pretty well balanced. So if it's leaning to the side, let's say, this thumb adjuster here, just lefty loosey, righty tighty, so lefty loosey, and this whole armature slides back and forth, so you can adjust it. If it's hanging this way, you just unscrew it, pull it out, screw it back down. This thumb adjuster here will give you the option for horizontal or selfie, Instagram, everything else. Jumping down over here, you have your power mode button. Long press will indicate your battery strength, and it will also automatically turn on. And the default setting turns the gimbal and the camera to where you're actually looking from the hand position. So if I turn this way, it's going to turn that way. If I turn this way, if I turn it up, it's going to turn up. If I look down, it's going to look down. One option, one mode that you have, single press the mode button, and it locks that device where it sits right now. So now I can do this, and it stays in that position. Another single tap, and you go back to the follow mode. If you use your joystick and you're looking down like this, to recenter the camera, double press the mode button, and it centers back to the original position. It's your record button or your capture button for your pictures. You have your zoom in and out toggle right here. You have your power connection, and you also have a USB port here that you can charge your phone with. One thing I have noticed, this battery is phenomenal on the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. The battery supposedly lasts up to 15 hours. I haven't tested that fully yet, but I've used it for probably 3 days solid in the evenings, and the battery was still at probably 70-something%. Now my phone battery died, like it just drained it from using the app and Bluetooth to connect to it. So that is something else. You use Bluetooth to connect to this device through the DJI Go app. The camera app is actually pretty good. The autofocus sometimes is a little laggy and stuff, but I mean it does really well. So you have up here, you can change on the screen itself. You can either change from video to camera, and once you have the video, camera, whatever you want selected, this is going to either start your video or take a picture. Then you also have the different types of different features for your video. So you have auto, you have time lapse, you have hyperlapse, and you have motion time lapse. Now this is where on Android you have less features than on an iPhone. iPhone has like slow motion, panorama, and all this other stuff. This is Android. That's what you get. Or if you would like the slow-mo option, the Android stock app on the Samsung Note 5, which is what we have here, has a slow motion option. Now these buttons down here are not going to work if you use your stock camera app. Motion time lapse, you can say I want the camera to start here. I'm going to pan over to here, and you touch the square again, and then you can say next. You can set up your intervals, duration, you know, how long you want it to be. Let's just say 4 minutes, and start. It's going to start back at the very first picture it was, and it's going to, the duration that you set it is going to, it'll take that long to go to the second point or the third point, or you can do, I think, up to 5. I'm not 100% sure, but it's going to go through this whole, it's going to take its sweet time, and it's just going to pan over. And that's it. It is also like a time lapse. So if you go back and we'll review the footage, we'll show it to you right here. It shows that it pans across really quick, and it's a time lapse. So this would be kind of cool in like a densely populated, like an amusement park or something, where you're sitting down eating lunch or something, and you want to take in the scene for a little while, or if you're sitting in front of a nice ride, you can do like a really cool time lapse that way. One thing I did forget to tell you though is once you set this up and it starts recording, I would recommend like locking the focus, because if certain things pass in front of the camera and it changes the focus, it's not going to look as crisp panning across. You have your button to switch front face or rear face camera, or you can do it via the mode button. If you push it 3 times, you can see me sitting down with my old setup. Look at this, look at this, look at how horrible this old setup is now. This is just crazy. Or if you press trice once more, it flips back to the other camera. Now one thing that I thought this device did, but it actually does not, is if you were recording, you cannot triple press and change the view of the camera. So you have to stop recording, change your view, and then start recording again. Which is okay. It's okay, people, because the pros outweigh the cons on this device for sure. This down here is just, this enters your tracking mode. So if you push it and you see this little green square, you can highlight that lamp back there, and if I move anywhere, it follows and turns to whatever object you have highlighted. And just to get out of it, you can hit exit, and you can go back to this, where once you tap on it, you can change the exposure. Almost done, guys, almost done. So this is your battery indicators. This is their power light. All 3 lit up solid, means you have a full battery. When you first get this device, it will be dead. Most everyone that I've looked at videos or reviews, it's dead. And it takes about 2 hours. If you have a decent charger, decent little block there. Over here you can change your video resolution, beautify mode, white balance, flash, or grid for the camera that you're looking at right now. So the front or the rear camera, I can change the video resolution. This phone doesn't have 4K, so we just do 1080, and you would do the same thing if you had the front-facing camera. You can go into the camera and change your resolution and stuff like that. Down here you have settings. where you can also change different things, zoom sensitivity and all that good stuff, your gimbal settings, general, and you can also live stream. So if you do live streaming a bunch, you can do Facebook Live, YouTube, and you can set all that up through your account and you just put in your information that way. I want to roll some footage now of some of us using this device, or myself and my family using this device. One thing we wanted to show you is me and Brad running with this device. We showed it in an earlier video on the channel, but I wanted to explain it to you. I'm actually on a full-out run, and I mean, you can see that it's very stable. Also, I used this device to record some scenery in New Orleans as I was driving out the windows, and it's amazing the stability that you can see that this device gives you. Like, it's hands down just amazing. So I hope you enjoyed the footage. I know I didn't really get that much, but it's just phenomenal. I love this device. One thing I also forgot to mention is on the bottom of this device, you can mount it on a tripod, which is phenomenal. The Osmo Mobile 1, I believe it was on this side. It had the side mount for a tripod, but this one is actually on the bottom. And so you can just screw it in and set your tripod up, and you're good to go. The device is very, very light. It's not heavy on my arm or anything like that. And I've videoed for a while with it, and it didn't really get heavy or burdensome or in any way. Like, I was comfortable with it, holding it, you know, and you can switch arms, and I mean, it's so nice. Thank you again, Kiki, for this, because this is just absolutely awesome. I love this thing so much. If you have any questions about this device, if I forgot something, because my brain is not the most crispy anymore, if I forgot something, or if you have a question, please comment down below. Just send me your questions and I can answer them for you. Or if I think of something, I'll update it. I'm excited to utilize this device to make our videos better. Like, and that's what I want to do, is make our videos better, so to make it easier, more fluid, so that my family can do things together and have devices like this to make it easier. So that way, I'm not focusing on all kind of other stuff. I can actually do, you know, and enjoy every moment that we have with our family, and as well capture it and put stuff together. I definitely would recommend this handheld gimbal. Definitely would recommend DJI Osmo Mobile 2. Once you get it, like I said before, download the app, DJI Go app. There's little instructions in the instruction manuals, tells you where to go to get it, Play Store, iTunes. They both carry it. It's a little better for iPhone users than Android, but that's okay. It's still phenomenal on both platforms. With that being said, thank you so much for joining us. Please like, subscribe, slap the bell like Brad always says, and we will definitely see you all in the next video. Bye.